And that's what we have today at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. That's fielded in the end zone. And an alley to run. And now look at him go. The 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Bridgewater on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Statement calls, trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. On third down, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
We got this.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go. Check right. Watching it go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sione Takitaki. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Bridgewater now. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On third down, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So more problems. And here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, yeah, fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Hey, alert! 54. Watch out!
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
180. Hey, alert 33. Run. 54, right there. 54 Mike. 80 weapons. Just go.
To throw, Mayfield. He completes it to Bryant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Point it right. Hurry. Hey, let go.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Watch out. Hey, alert 33.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
180. Check.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've got nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Henry running right. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. This one caught by Davis. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Point it right. Hurry.
First down, Browns.
Slam. Hurry. Ringo. Mike spot 4, Mike. Point it right.
Mayfield now from the 50. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check. General West. Alert. Hey, Orbit. Tighten up. Alert. Rush in.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You're not ready. Check safety. Real. Mike spot 4. Okay, double. Regular.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was looking for Landry that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. At the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, high 7.
Mayfield now. Caught left side. It's Beckham. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Shift. Christian, travel. Run.
Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Pilot, 64, weak. Point it right. Real. Hey, exit.
Mayfield with it once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Right there, 54, right? Pistol. Hey, zoom.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
At the 5-yard line.
Ready, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Now watch one.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert 33. Watch the twitch.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey able to get him for a loss of about 3. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Bridgewater. And he locates Walker, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Bridgewater on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Switch gears. Check.
1st down, Bridgewater. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again. Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And Walker has it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yup, yup.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Bridgewater to throw it. And that's complete to Lewis. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Set, 180. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Alert, alert, alert. Hey, alert 33.
Now on 2nd and 16. Mayfield trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Bridgewater. This one caught by Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Regular. Hey, Alpha.
Mayfield down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 4. And this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's great. Alert. Real. Check Mike 54. X3. 218. Jump.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
You got tight right there. Out. Let's go. Let's do this.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
152 fighter.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, alert. Topper. Check. Fresno. Check it out,
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, box drop. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, man. King. Hey, alert. Point it right. Smooth. Check Mike 54. I'm coming. Tight dog. Up, bang.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Bryant is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Alert three. Alert three. Check 9. 80 weapon.
On second down, it's Hunt. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hey, alert 33.
Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Bryant's extra point up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So that one will be accepted.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Go. Stay with your man.
Following the interception, Mayfield is going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Got some room at the 30. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them. and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.